Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and Weiss Ratings is at it again. They're naming a bunch of cryptocurrencies that are superior to Bitcoin and XRP. So here's the headline from Daily Hodl. 10 crypto assets technologically superior to Bitcoin and XRP, according to Weiss Ratings. And I'm just going to go ahead and paint a picture of why I personally do not trust a damn thing that they say. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would definitely appreciate the support. But don't smash the damn thing, because if you smash the like button and you break the damn thing, you will be held financially responsible. I know. Tough love coming from the Moon Lambeau channel, but that is how we're gonna roll here. And also, go ahead and subscribe, because if you do subscribe to the Moon Lambeau channel, all of your wildest dreams will come true. Vote for Pedro. So let's go ahead and dive in. I've got a number of things to say about this. Crypto rating agency Weiss Ratings says 10 cryptocurrencies are now technologically superior to Bitcoin and XRP. Okay, so as far as being technologically superior to Bitcoin, it's a pretty low bar. Bitcoin, look, fond of Bitcoin, super duper, hope it's around forever, don't know if it will be, hope it will be though. That's a pretty freaking low bar. It was the first cryptocurrency ever, right? Now, as far as XRP, that is, that was, I think, the first cryptocurrency launched that wasn't a fork of Bitcoin. It was entirely coded from scratch. It has a completely different consensus algorithm, and it doesn't require proof of work as a result. And it's super blazing fast, 1,500 on-chain transactions per second. So that's a higher bar. That's going to be harder to beat, especially when you consider the fact that the creators were able to achieve all of this without XRP needing to be centralized. XRP is arguably more decentralized than Bitcoin. But the financial rating agency says it uses a unique model that measures thousands of data points as it ranks each crypto asset in categories such as technology, adoption, investment risk, and market momentum. And this is so super funny to me because it makes sense in especially if the asset class are more mature to think in terms of investment risk. And I will say, all this is highly risky, and I don't have a financial background. I'm not offering financial advice. Don't buy or sell because of me. To be super duper clear, I'm just sharing my everyday Joe Schmo opinion. But it certainly seems to me that XRP, along with every other altcoin, is simply just following Bitcoin. So when you talk about investment risk, okay, if there's scams and there's ICOs that are bogus, this or that, okay, those ones will go to zero sooner than later. But outside of that type of activity, it's pretty much all just going to follow Bitcoin. So it's funny when you see something like that, and me having been in the space for a few years and knowing better, it's like we're pretending that they're moving independently based on their own merits, and they're not. So, no. They just have, and it's not down to the minute, literally. Obviously, I get that. I'm just saying, zoom out on any chart, and you'll just see that they're all moving together. Anyway, according to the US-based analysis firm, Cardano, Tezos, Phantom, and Cosmos are the 4 best crypto assets in terms of technology, giving all of them an excellent rating. Holo, Ethereum, IOTA, BitShares, Grin, and Nexus all received a good rating from Weiss. Meanwhile, Bitcoin and XRP received fair ratings. And it's funny that they're grouping all these together, considering that no cryptocurrency will ever be capable of being all things to all people. They all have different technical attributes. And so from a technological perspective, you could state something like, for instance, Ethereum is technologically superior to XRP in that XRP is not a smart contracts platform. The Layer 1 technology, XRP Ledger, is not a smart contracts platform. And I know, of course, Flare Networks is coming along with the Spark token and everything. You got a whole nother layer, and you can use XRP for smart contracts. That's not what I'm talking about. On Layer 1, XRP intentionally, the creators intentionally did not include that functionality because there were trade-offs. And so you could say, in terms of that, Ethereum superior to XRP, but what are you trying to do with the cryptocurrency? What if you need a cryptocurrency that's decentralized and blazing fast? Well, that's not Ethereum, so then XRP's technologically superior. So it depends on what you're optimizing for. And it's super duper clear to me that there will not be one coin to rule them all, because different people and businesses want different things from cryptocurrencies, and different cryptocurrencies have different technical attributes. So it's weird to clump them together in the first place. Like, it's more complex than they're making it out to be. So I already have a problem with that in and of itself. And so it's like, why isn't the blazing speed the thing that makes it more technologically advanced? Like, you're picking and choosing attributes of quote-unquote technology to come to a conclusion that isn't considering the dynamics of the space. That's the problem that I have with this. Now, when it comes to adoption, Ethereum... actually, you know what? I don't want to go through that. They're talking about Ethereum. Yeah, I didn't want to read the whole thing because I have more that I want to share with you in this video. Yeah, there we go. So... look, as far as Weiss ratings, and hopefully this goes without saying, none of this is personal whatsoever. But I got to tell you, I've been in the space almost 3 years, and I remember in January of 2018, when things were still pretty buck wild in terms of price action, Weiss ratings came out. And they were just ripping on Ripple and XRP, and they gave XRP a rating, and it was ridiculous. So, and here's the interesting thing. So they were conflating Ripple and XRP because Ripple obviously is a fintech company, XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency. Not the same thing. We all know this, right? And so they were conflating the two back then. Here's their website today. They are still doing it. Look at the currencies. This is the currency column. What's here? What am I circling? Ripple the currency. Oh my God, no. Go home, Weiss ratings. You're drunk. Holy hell. You're still doing this years later. Absolutely not. It's like, here's what's happening. So they're they're positioning their company as the most trustworthy source to go to for analysis of cryptocurrencies, and I could not trust them less. I personally could not. It's clear to me that they've got all sorts of opinions that don't make sense. There's no way they could have sufficiently, or at least they haven't, sufficiently researched cryptocurrencies, as I'm going to prove to you here. And so I'm not buying what they're selling here. But this piece was from, this is Finance Magnates. This was from January. I don't see the date on here for some reason, but I know that this is like January of 2018. Oh, no, here it is. Yeah, January 25th, 2018. It's titled, Tell It Like It Is. Weiss Ratings Gives Controversial Grades to Crypto Coins. Weiss Ratings, an independent rating agency that provides grades on assets and financial institutions, released a set of grades on cryptocurrencies that rated the coins in areas such as risk, technological innovation, and other fundamentals. And I remember the day this came out, and I read through it, and I was like, this is completely bogus. I could already tell, having been in the space only a few months, that these guys didn't know what the hell they were talking about. And I'm going to keep running through this, but I will mention before I forget, they ultimately came out as being pro XRP later on. After they actually apparently did some research, they changed their tune, learned a little bit more, and then they were pro XRP. But again, with what they put out here about, of course, XRP not being as technologically advanced as others, like Cardano. By the way, Cardano was listed as being more technologically advanced. Nothing against it whatsoever. On layer 1, it's capable of about as many transactions as Bitcoin. There's a layer 2 solution, which I'm not a Cardano expert, so some people listening I'm sure will know more than me, but there's a layer 2 solution, I think it's implemented, which allows it to get up to 1,000 transactions per second. That's not all on chain, of course, is my understanding. And so that's still slower than XRP. So are you considering layer 2 and layer 3 technologies in the analysis here? Like, it's freaking crazy here. But anyway, let me go down here. Bitcoin and Ripple fans in particular decried the ratings as yet another example of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, intended to drive the prices of Bitcoin and XRP down so that smaller investors would dump their coins and bigger investors could then scoop them up at a discount. And I have no doubt that did have an impact on some people. Didn't impact me because I knew better, but I bet it scared some people. And if it were accurate information, cool. But it's bogus information, as I will continue to illustrate. And so XRP, where was the score at the time? Did they rate it a C? Ripple, they call it Ripple. It's XRP, of course, but Ripple got a C. A C student. Okay. Take a look at this. Here is an email that came through from somebody from Weiss Ratings named Juan Villaverde. And this ended up being shared on Reddit. And this is from a couple years ago. There's a date on here somewhere, right? Did I highlight this? March 3rd, 2018. So I still haven't figured out. So the subject line was Ripple Rips Me Apart by Juan M. Villaverde. and I can only cover parts of this, it's really long, but Dear Investor, when we built our cryptocurrency ratings model, we did so with one fundamental goal in mind: to help crypto investors make more money with less risk and do so objectively. I like the objectively part, but you have to educate yourselves before you can educate others. My gosh. That's why Rice Ratings never accepts any compensation or favors whatsoever from the sponsors or issuers of the investments it rates. Once a company we rate sent everyone on staff a free bag lunch, we sent it back. On another occasion, they wanted to cover our travel expenses. No way. So let's scroll a little bit lower. What's the problem that Juan has here? Ripple gets a good grade in our model, but I personally don't like Ripple very much. By the way, the rating again was C. But if I didn't have the discipline of the model I built, I'd probably never give it a good grade. Because it defies my fundamental vision of what defines a true cryptocurrency: decentralization. So there you go. They're rating XRP, they're calling it Ripple, and they're saying that it's centralized. Oh yes, Weiss Ratings, the most trusted source for analysis of the cryptocurrency world. What a freaking joke. And so then he writes, that's not Ripple. Ripple is centralized, controlled by a fintech company. No, Ripple is a fintech company, which happens to hold a bunch of XRP, which is a decentralized cryptocurrency. Oh my gosh. Do a little more research. Like, my God, I had been in the world of crypto for a much shorter period of time than them, no doubt, a few months, and I already knew this was completely bogus nonsense. And I don't even get the sense that they were trying to get it incorrect. They were just incorrect because they didn't research. And here they are, the authority? Oh my God, the whole concept is just kind of like a bit disgusting to me. And so, I don't want to read the whole thing, so I don't know if there's another part that I want to jump. There was something that I thought might have been fun to cover from this piece, but I can't remember where I saw it. And it's funny. So they actually do acknowledge the utility here in terms of how XRP can be used. Oh, here it is. This is what it was. I think it was around here, because they do acknowledge the actual utility of XRP, which was interesting. And at this point, XRapid, now known as on-demand liquidity, it was in beta, so it wasn't actually formally launched yet. But they understood, like, kind of fundamentally, they got parts of, fundamentally how it works correct in this piece. But they wrote, I don't know if I can find it real quick, but they wrote that, or Juan wrote, rather, that it's not very different from the existing system. And I'm just like, oh my God, facepalm. It couldn't be more different. You're talking about the elimination of Nostra Vostra accounts, dormant capital. You're talking about the elimination of smaller banks having to pay their larger competitors just to tap into that liquidity. My gosh, and you're removing layers of human management. You're removing trust issues, because XRP is a decentralized cryptocurrency with an open market price. It just could not be fundamentally more different. And so when I see anything from Weiss Ratings, nothing personal, I don't trust them further than I can spit. I just do not. And so keep on doing your thing. It's just, I feel like, here's how I really feel about this. I feel like it's tricking people. I feel like all their analysis, it's not trustworthy, and it's going to affect the way that people buy and sell cryptocurrencies, not just XRP. And I don't like it. That's just my humble opinion. But you can tell me if you think I'm right or wrong. I do love diversity of thought. That's it for this video, though. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.